Hi everyone, welcome to my class English with Amen. In today's lesson, we will study that why it is very important to learn tenses in English language. There are three main tenses in English language: present, past, and future. And every tense has four main kinds. For example, simple or indefinite, continuous or progressive, perfect and perfect continuous. So here's a diagram you are looking. For example, it is past and this is present and this is future. Now, when an action has happened in the past, we say or we use the sentences of this tense, then it has four main kinds. And when an action happens or happening, some actions are happening, or for example a person are doing a work, then we use this tense, present tense. And when we want to do or something will happen in the coming time, we will use future tense. For example, we have some ideas to become. For example, I will be a teacher. So this tense, these sentences we can use in the future tense. Now here are some important facts about the uses of tenses. For example, present perfect and simple past. Present perfect, and here is a sentence. Present perfect. I have written a letter. I have written a letter. It means an action has completed in the nearest time. I have written a letter. For example, I wrote a letter. I wrote a letter. This is also past, and this is also the first time. Now, what is the difference between these two tenses, present perfect or simple past? So this is the sentence of simple past or present past indefinite. I wrote a letter. I wrote a letter. It means I wrote a letter from a long time. For example, we can use here simple past, and present perfect is also those sentences which are written for the past. We use present perfect. So this is the nearest time to the present. For example, an action taking time from the nearest future, we can use present perfect tense for this situation. And simple past, it means that an action has happened. Then an action has happened for a long time. For example, here is another sentence. He has eaten. He has eaten the meal. He has eaten the meal. So this is the sentence of present perfect tense. He ate the meal. He ate the meal. This is the sentence of past indefinite. Now, these two sentences have the same idea, but there is a little difference between them. He has eaten the meal. When I am talking about something an action has happened before this time. He has eaten the meal before this time. He ate the meal. He ate the meal for a long time. We can use for a long time to ate the meal. When we come, so these are the affirmative sentences or positive sentences. When we make a negative sentence, for example, I did not or I didn't. We use auxiliary verb did. We use auxiliary verb did and not. I did not eat the meal. Then we will use first form of verb. I didn't eat the meal, or I did not eat the meal. Then we use the base form of a verb. First form of verb, because we have already used did. Did is the second form of do, therefore we can't use two second forms in the same sentence. Now, for example, we want to make an intransitive sentence in simple past. Then we will write did in the beginning of a sentence. Did you play? Did you play hockey? Did you play hockey? So now this is the second form of do. Therefore, we can't use the second form of played. We can't say played or we can't use played. So this is the intransitive sentence of simple past or past indefinite. And when we want to use the negative sentences of present perfect, then have or has. After that, we can use not in negative sentences. For example, I have not written. I have not written the book. I have not written the book. So this is a negative sentence. For example, now I want to convert this sentence in interrogative. Have I written? Have I written a book? Now we can also change. You can change your tone when you make or you ask something. For example, when you make an interrogative sentence. So this is the main difference between these two tenses. Therefore, it is very important to know that these two tenses we can use when an action has happened in the past. But present perfect in the nearest past and past indefinite or simple past we can use for a long time before this time. For example, here are many kinds of sentences. Just I have made another video. Present indefinite or present progressive. What is the difference between these two tenses? If you will have the difference of between the tenses and if you will know that how to use the tenses, the specific tense for a specific time, then it will be very useful and you will learn it very easily. For example, here is another tense. Future. Future indefinite. Future indefinite and future continuous. How to use them? The next video will be on this topic. If you want to learn English, then like this video, share with your friends and subscribe for more interesting videos. And if you want to learn, then subscribe this channel and join yourself with me in this journey. Thank you very much. Bye bye.